carbon dioxide.
So, like this brother was saying, hey, you need to rejuvenate yourself. Because that's like a cleansing process. Sleep is like a cleansing and a rebuilding process of your mind. That's because when you dream, you're actually hallucinating. And that's your natural way of like resetting your brain. Like the scriptures say, on their bed of slumber, that's when the Lord writes his instructions for men. It's because when you are dreaming, that's your mind like relaxing itself. So you don't have to focus. You can just let your mind wander. And then at the same time, your body is rebuilding muscle. That's a crucial time when you're resting. Is when your muscles are rebuilding.
It's rebuilding everything. Rebuilding brain cells. Like sleep is a restoration. You're being restored fully. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, really.
And your skin sheds. Your skin sheds. That's why you should wash your bed like once every 2 weeks or something like that. But yeah, sleep is very important.
That's why the scriptures say, it's high time for you people to wake out of sleep. It's talking about spiritual sleep, man. And the dead bodies, what it say, Revelation 11:8, the dead bodies shall lie in the street, man. Because your body is controlling you. Your body not supposed to control your spirit. You supposed to tell your body when you gonna eat. You don't supposed to just wake up your body, you hear your stomach growl, or you feeling a certain way. Well, I gotta eat. No, you supposed to control your vessel, man. Yeah, train your flesh, man.
I got a drink. My coworker said he hate water, so he ain't drink water. He said my body made 70% of water. I gotta drink.
Yeah, but nigga, if you don't put the water back in there, nigga,
Dude, 2/3 are through, man. Ain't no hope for 2/3, man.
And they're gonna be the main ones when the hour of temptation comes. It's gonna hit them abruptly, suddenly and unexpected, right? Because you ain't watching, you don't really care, man. You think this place is the end all to be all, Like Michael Jackson said, they think this is it. You know what I'm saying?
Now this is 1, 2, and 13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, but he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
It say Lamentations, mourning, woe, and destructions to him that is faint-hearted, to him that runneth out of patience, man.
It said he should not be defended. The brother just read Revelation, the 3rd chapter said he would keep us. Lord defending us for taking the mark of the beast. It's all about demarcature.
Then 2nd Ezra speaks about you may continue to subscribe to the truth to death, and I'll fight for you.
They fight for you, man. So why for too late? One more. It say, woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
Right. What you gonna do in that day when the Lord come back and you got that chip in your hand? And then everything we were saying, the Lord, the so-called black man coming back on a UFO. Them first 2 things right there that happened, everything we said is gonna be validated. Now everything we didn't say, oh, hold on. They talked about this dude coming back on this spaceship in the clouds, so big that they're all eyes. Hold on. Man, hearts failing them for fear. That's why you niggas gonna be dropping dead, man. Niggas gonna be having strokes, heart attacks, aneurysms, seizures, all kind of shit, man. You gonna be trying to stick your head up your ass in that day, man. Go ahead, you got some more on there?
Now, this it on there, but Jake only taking the chip, so I'm just taking it out before he come, man. That's tempting the Most High, man. The scripture said, do not tempt the Most High, man. But Jake will do it anyway, man. I wouldn't want to do that, man. Tempt the Lord, man.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of you Jakes out there, man, that believe in this truth, hey, man, stop worrying so much about the time. Of course, we haste today, and we gonna get the hell up out of here, man. Hey, man, but in the back of your mind, you better be ready for however long it take the Lord to come back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you Jakes, if it don't happen in the next year, 2, 3 years, your ass gonna go back in the world, man. You gonna fall out, man. Because this the thing about it. I realized something, man. Because I'm just using this analogy because it's something that I can relate to and kind of make it plain. I exercise, right? I notice when I keep counting shit, it's harder for me to do a lot of reps, man. Like I said, I'm gonna do 50 push-ups. But damn, I say I'm gonna run for 15, 20 minutes. Shit, by the time I get to 17 or 13, goddamn, shit ain't over with yet. See, that's how Jake be thinking, because we don't have no control over time, man. That's why we always say, Lord willing, Yahweh Ratazah, right? That's what you need to be saying. Lord willing, next year he come. And you notice we at Great Millstone, we always say that, you know. We'll say, well, we ain't got this many years, we ain't got that many years. But in our mind, we saying, Lord willing, we don't got that many years. Don't nobody want to be in this motherfucker another 10 years, another 5 years.
Yeah, that's how the Lord set it up. Who know when the Lord coming back?
Nobody but him. That's what Yahweh Shai even said that.
Exactly. So if Yahweh Shai knew, then he'll been hastening to that time. But nobody know. You know? That's a good analogy you use, bro, but it's the same thing how the Lord set it up with his time. Only Yahweh know the time is coming.
That's why I say Amos 5:18, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord, you know.
Yeah.
And also you gotta remember, we're not on our time. We on the Most High time. Like it says 2 Peter 3:8. One day with the Lord is 1,000 years, and one day to us, man. So we not on our time. We on the Most High time, man.
We can't even think about reaching the goddamn day with the Lord, man. Motherfucker dying at 55, 60, 80. The highest I ever seen a person reach was 103. 103. They ain't even near a half of a day.
Shit, not even a quarter of a day. Shit, 100 years, man.
That ain't enough.
If I can use this example, you know, I work like on construction sites. They have a due date to where they want the buildings to be built. But if you got all these, you know, people on the job just staring at the clock, waiting until it's time to quit, then nothing really gets built. They're just waiting to go home. But if you come to work saying it's time to work, instead of saying, oh, it's almost break time, or, you know, waiting for that day to come so you can be off the job site, then it's gonna delay itself, man. But if you just do what you're supposed to, time flies. If you're busy, if you keep your hands busy, time flies. If you always have something to do, time goes by much quicker. That's why they say time flies when you're having fun. It's because you're into what you're doing. Hey, but it doesn't necessarily have to be fun, because work isn't fun. But if you are constantly doing it, you're not worried about 5 more minutes. You know, you're worried about what's going on right here, right now.
Right, because when you working, you really gonna work over. Like you're saying, how you exercise, you don't think about the time, you're gonna exercise over. Like,
you gonna do more.
I did 35. I did 40.
Oh, another example, there's a movie, it's a football movie, you know, a so-called Christian movie, where the coach had a guy to do those bear crawls, with Parker bear crawls, and he said, do you think you can go to like the 50-yard line or whatever? And he was like, I don't know, coach. And he blindfolded him, had his partner get on his back, and he started going, and he was like 25 yards, and he was like, I've got to be there, coach. And he's like, no, you keep going, you're not there yet. He ended up going across the whole football field because he was just worried about like that next step or whatever. He was busy. He was just worried about doing it.
That's how we should be. That's how we should be in the truth. We should go and overdo it, man. Come out here week in, week out, overdo it.
It's like Michael 7 now with
You said Michael what?
7 to 9.
Alright, I got you.
Like another example, you know how you in the classroom, you got 5 minutes to build, you already packing up and shit. So you pack up, teacher like
4 minutes long as hell.
4 minutes long as hell. Then teacher get on your ass and nope, stay here longer.
Still can't be dismissed.
Still can't be
To the teacher dismissed.
I do it all the time.
Hey, the Most High isn't going to dismiss us until He dismisses us.
Right. You know? That's why you still on the James one.
I get it.
Bring it out right here. Look for that.
All right, this is James chapter 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations.
Right, because that's the men of the Lord's job, man. You All right? He said, count it our joy when I fall the verge of temptation.
Okay, this is
We gonna catch hell, man. That's our lot. We prophets, man. Lord willing, we a part of that number. That's what prophets do. They catch hell, man. All right? The Lord said he loves whom he chastises, man. All right? So that's your position. That's why he said count the cost, man. Before you get in anything, you gotta like, God damn, if I'm willing to lose this, if I'm willing to go through hell, if I'm willing to tuck my tail. Because the thing about it, you can't be a nigga. So when you go through certain shit, you gotta tuck your tails, you gotta take it. Because you gotta know that the Lord doing it to you, man. Damn, my boss get on my ass. Well, I used to every time my boss talk bad to me, I cuss his ass out about the pound him. But now, you in the truth, what you gotta do? You gotta tuck your tail, man. Alright, okay, cool. I'll just go home and throw curses on him. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta do this thing, man.
You gotta walk in the spirit, man.
Exactly.
You can't let your flesh, go over you.
Rule over your spirit.
Over your spirit, man.
This might. Hold on, get his scripture right. Get his scripture right.
He was already on himself.
Oh, okay. But he was quoting the scripture.
Yeah.
Remember? I was just trying to get. But go ahead.
Alright, cool. But that was just 2 1. Alright, we got 3, but go ahead. We got 3, go right back out to y'all. Yeah, it was just going through patience.
Go ahead. You remember?
James 1 and 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh
See,
patience.
you're trying to your faith, working patience, man. So guess what? Patience is the key. Along with the faith, because without faith, you ain't gonna have no patience. Because you don't believe. You don't believe, I just said, bro, hey, I'll be there in 30 minutes.
Hey, when it
You don't
says,
believe. Because brother went on to call up somebody else type, you know what I'm saying? You don't believe. I just told you I'll be there in 30 minutes. What happened to your faith? Because you ain't have patience.
And I was like that in the world, man. Mom said she be here 15 minutes. She ain't here 10 minutes. I'm walking down the street, man. You know? You gotta have patience, man.
Yeah.
it says, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. You know, in the face of adversity, like, my coach always told me, like, when I wrestled, whenever I was facing like a stud, you know, somebody that was like ranked in the state or something, he's like, hey man, this is your time to like see what you really got. You know, this is a good opponent to try out your moves and, you know, see what you're really worth. You know, give it your all. Same thing when you fall into diverse temptations. You know, that's what trying is proving your faith. Seeing how much faith you actually have. Right? And then with that trying, it worketh patience. That patience is discipline.
We're gonna need that in the day that's coming, man. The hour of temptation. We're gonna need that patience and we're gonna need that faith, man. Alright, to stay opposed, stay afloat of water. Like we're gonna be seeing Jake taking the chip. We're gonna be seeing people dying and ain't taking the chip. God damn. But that's when the scriptures gonna have to apply, man. Bless my knowledge shall be to build our times, man. Hey, it's gonna uphold that time, man. We gonna know who the man of the Lord is that day, man. You gotta
Ready? This is Micah 7:7. I'm gonna read to verse 9. Therefore, I will look unto you, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. I will wait for the power of my salvation.
Yeah, he said he will wait for the power of salvation, man. You know what Isaiah 25:9 say, man?
I will wait for the power of my salvation. My power will hear me. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me.
And that happened. Read that again, bro. He said, when I fall, what?
Micah 7:8. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy.
And then the so-called white man did that in the other nation. In Psalms 83. They did that. They rejoiced at our fall. And guess what? Read out.
When I fall, I shall arise.
We failed. We failed as a nation. Guess what? We rise, we getting risen back up as a nation. All right? Jeremiah 17:4 said we're going to discontinue from our heritage. Guess what we're doing now? We back. We back, man. We back. We know who we are, man. All over again. At first we didn't. We were thinking that we were niggas. We was black. We were African American. Now we know we the Israelites, man. All right, we the chosen people. We the people of the Most High, man. God, who y'all even call God, his name is Yahweh. We them people, man. We fail, but guess what? We rising all over again, man. Because it's prophecy, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Definitely the elect, man.
Exactly.
The elect coming back. That's that marvelous light.
Yeah.
I'm done.
When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord Yahweh shall be a light unto me.
Exactly. That's what happened through the Spirit. No, we walked through the valley of the shadow of death, man. All right? Once he brought us out of darkness to what? His marvelous light, which is what? The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right? We didn't do this on our own, man. The Lord did that, man. He brought us out this darkness, man. And look what we're doing now, man. Shine the light, man, on top of the hill, man. We're the light that can't be hidden, man. Go ahead,
I will bear the indignation of the Lord.
Right. The indignation of the Lord, man. Meaning righteous anger, righteous judgment, man.
Yeah.
That's why I say Sirach 2 and 1. You come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation, man. You know? You gotta have faith, man. And you gotta, that's why I say, be joyful, man. Fall to your lower state.
Right, it's like a child. You're gonna chastise him if he goes. If the child is disobedient, you're gonna correct him. You're gonna chastise him. And a lot of times you'll be angry that he went against your word. So with that being said, that's what the Lord is doing with us. He's showing us mercy at the same time. Because he said what? He's not going to utterly destroy the house of Jacob. No.
He said,
He says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him.
right, cause you gotta put that same mindset to us, man. We went off, man. So whatever the Lord got for us, we gotta take it, man. Bear it, man. That's part of you becoming a man, you know, guarding your loins up. You know, and it's truth.
Yeah, because you got a lot of kids in the world, they can't take correction. Correction actually do destroy some of these youngsters, man. It's like correction is supposed to make you get better, refine you, define you. But it's some spirits and some children, correction destroys them, and there's no answer for them. Like it's nothing that they can. It's no solution, but the only solution for them is to be destroyed, man. Is to be put to death. Just simple as that. Esau be trying to come up with, no, he's just, you know, he's special, he's challenged, he's no. Most High rejected him. You know what I'm saying? That's how you see repeat offenders get out of the penitentiary, serve 10 years. They might start out, they might serve 2, then they'll serve 10. Then next thing you know, they got 15, 20 years. Shit, at that point, they don't give a damn. It's like they gonna keep getting out doing the same damn thing.
Yeah, I was also gonna expound on that. There is a law, and it's in the law in the scriptures. That a young man was supposed to take the craft of his father. And if he didn't do that, and he was an unprofitable son, he just sat around the house all day, just eating all the food and shit. Hey, you're supposed to gather your family and stone him in front of your house, man. Make it a neighborhood thing. Hey, and you know how Jake is, man. Jake don't like moochers, you know? Yeah, that's probably a moocher right there.
Yeah, they call it a leech.
Yeah, a leech. Bandwagon hopper.
Correction is what builds your faith up, man. You know, if the Lord challenges you, yeah, it's hard, you know. You take it cheerfully. They'll let you know the Most High dealing with you. You know?
I'm gonna finish. It says, because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness.
God, that's why I say better self for righteous doing than for evil doings, you know? We gotta deal with it, man. You know? Don't give up, just hold on, man. You know, I say his light affliction just for a moment, man. You know? We ain't gonna be worried about this in the kingdom of heaven to come, man. You know?
All right.